Harry's a determined soldier. Basically, he wants to see this through. He wants to finish it. He's determined and he's ruthlessly sure of his task. He wants to kill Voldemort. And that's where we find him at the beginning of Hallows Part 2.
Something we've been building to throughout the series is the conflict between Harry and Voldemort. And finally, in this film, we're going to see them going at it.
Let's finish this the way we started it. Together!
Within Hogwarts, there's this kind of frustration because Harry, who's their hero, hasn't been around to kind of be a figure for them. And
Snape is now headmaster, and it is not a happy place. It's a place of quite considerable brutality and abuse.
so when Harry returns to Hogwarts, like, everyone is just hyped. Everyone is just like, right, this is what we've been waiting for. This is it. This is everyone's moment to make the right choice, and everyone knows that supporting Harry is the right thing to do.
We need to get into Hogwarts. Tonight. Dumbledore gave us a job to do.
Did he now? Nice job. Easy.
We've been hunting Horcruxes. And we think the last one's inside the castle, but we'll need your help getting in.
It's not a job my brother's given you. It's a suicide mission. Do yourself a favor, boy. Go home. Live a little longer.
Dumbledore trusted me to see this through.
What makes you think you can trust him? What makes you think you can believe anything my brother told you? In all the time you knew him, did he ever mention my name? Did he ever mention hers?
Why should he?
Keep secrets, you tell me.
I trusted him.
That's a boy's answer. A boy who goes chasing Horcruxes on the word of a man who wouldn't even tell him where to start. You're lying!
They all know that the reason they're here and the reason they're on this journey is much bigger than any one of them or even all three of them. And for three 17-year-olds to sort of have that maturity and realise that what's at stake is much more important than any of their individual lives is quite impressive and is what makes it a very moving story. The fact that these three kids, no matter what faults they have, are ultimately totally selfless.
Accio Horcrux.
You seriously not trying that one again, are you?
That kind of magic won't work in here.
Can you feel anything? That's it. Up there.
They've added the Gemino curse. Everything you touch will multiply.
Give me the sword.
It has a very different feeling to Part 1. Part 1 is the intimate half of our concluding film, and Part 2 is much more operatic and epic. It's got big battles, it's got dragons, so it's a much more spectacular action picture.
Just because the battle starts, it doesn't mean the rest of the film stops, because all the other characters and all the other relationships and all the other stories carry on in the battle. That's what's great. That's why you don't just feel it's just a battle sequence.
Yeah? You news, aren't we?
I just feel like the scale of this one just feels enormous. So it's really a huge challenge.
In the earlier films, he was kind of easily scared. You don't really see any kind of evidence of that in this run, in this film. He's really kind of grown up, I think.
You do it.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
Ralph Fiennes him as Voldemort is just terrifying. He's got to be one of the most talented actors ever. Well, he is in my opinion.
Harry Potter.
There's a deep rage in Voldemort against the world. There's also a sort of a madman's, a crazy person's determination just to keep going.
We've kept him alive so that he can die at the proper moment.
Bring him to me.
Anyone who is evil doesn't probably think they're evil. They think they have a way of seeing the world which is their way. It's the right way. It's the way that'll work.
Harry? No! What are you doing here? Harry Potter. The boy who lived. Come to die.
This is bringing the entire series to its conclusion. This is the final battle for the wizarding world.
It ties up every single loose end of the whole saga.
Only I can live forever.
It's going to be a big finale, definitely.
I'll never make anything that's going to be seen by as many people ever again. I'm sure of that. It would be like lightning striking twice.
How many films take 10 years? That's what stands out. That you're with this character for longer than you are with any character ever.
It'll be the end of an era, the end of a decade, the end of my teenage years.
No one miss it on so many different levels. I'm going to be taking my teeth, don't tell the powers that be, but I will take them. They won't fit anybody else's mouth.
I know I'll miss it. I know I'll miss my friends. I know that I can't quite comprehend of a world in which this isn't part of my life. And so that's going to be very odd. Very, very strange indeed.